Comidor is a low-code, no-code hyper-automation platform for fast-growing businesses. Comidor functionalities can be classified into four main pillars. First of all, we have the digital workplace, which is an environment with interactive, customizable dashboards, collaboration apps, and all its tools where employees can work more efficiently. The hyper-automation, which is actually the BPM and workflow automation, where designers can orchestrate and automate their business processes. They can include RPA, AI, and ML technologies, and also process intelligent tools for monitoring. Comidor also offers a low-code environment through App Builder, where any citizen developer can turn any idea into custom application through 10 simple steps. Finally, we offer the marketplace that includes out-of-box business apps such as project management, people management, accounting, and many more.
Let's see now how we can create a new user. Only system administrators are able to create and manage other users. So, from the main menu, we can either type users or we can go under My Company, System Administration and select Users. When we click on the option Users, the unit Users will open on the right side of our screen. Here you can see the list of all the active users. You can see some basic information such as user name, the name, if it is active, and many more. You can use the search functionality to find for a particular user. You can use the filters on the left side to find, for instance, only the users that were created on a specific period of time, or to display only the active or inactive users. Finally, you can also see the grouping, which is actually a categorization. And you can change the categorization if you like by clicking on this button and selecting, for instance, a different categorization, such as here we can say system administrator. So it will display in total 24, for instance, in this case, that are not system administrators and 2 that are system administrators. By clicking on one of those folders, you will see the respective results. You can click on a specific user to get more information, such as the administration fields, location fields, and basic fields. You can click on the maximize toggle to full screen or close the record. Now, in order to create a new user, you just click on the plus button. By clicking on the plus button, you will be redirected to the creation form. Whenever you see a star icon, it means that this field is mandatory. For creating a new user, you should define the first and last name. Let's say test user. You can define the username and the password. The password must be at least 8 characters long and must contain at least 1 lowercase letter, 1 uppercase letter, and 1 number and 1 special character. So, for instance, it could be like test 2022, like this one. So, you can specify whether the new user you are creating you would like to be system administrator by clicking this checkbox option. You can also specify if this user is going to be the data administrator, which means that you are giving more options to have access to all data regardless their access code to all records, and the option to be developer. Furthermore, you can specify location fields based on the business setup this application, so you can choose a respective division, the company, and the location. Finally, you can choose the user's time zone. This will be applicable to his calendar, and also the locale. The locale refers to the application language, so you can pre-specify for this user the application language. So for instance, I can choose the option English, United States. This also apply the date format of date fields. It will display first month, day, and then year. Whereas if you choose the option English, United Kingdom, it will display first the days, then month, and then year. You can click on the save button to just save this user. You can also click save new if you would like to save this one and create a second, or cancel if you would like to not save your new user. Click on a particular user to view the information. You can click on the pencil button to apply any changes and save if you like to save your changes, or cancel to discard your changes. On the orange button, which is called Actions button, you can find hidden actions such as deactivate or deactivate. Keep in mind that you cannot delete a user for historic reasons, but you can only have active or deactive users. So now, if you would like to deactivate a user, you simply click on the Actions button and choose the option Deactivate. A confirmation pop-up will appear, and if you check, you can see now that the value 2 has changed. Now this user can no longer log in with his credentials. Every time a new user is created, a new record is also inserted in personnel table. So you can go to main menu, search for personnel, or go under packages and people management and open personnel. In the personnel record, you can see already pre-populated several information based on the user record, such as the first name, last name, and the division that we defined. But here you can apply more information regarding your personnel. You can specify the job title, you can specify who is the resource manager, the region code, personal information such as work phone, email address, personal address, and so on. For workflows, you find useful the manager for assignments, and also the personal data such as the phone and the email. After creating a user, you should also specify this user's application rights. Again, only system administrators are able to specify the application rights. This reflects to which parts of the platform will be visible to this user. You can go to the menu, type for application rights, or you can go under My Company, System Administration, and choose Application Rights. By clicking this option, you will see the list of all the active users and some available packages. You can activate or deactivate the parts of the platform that you would like to be visible or not for each user. Basic refers to the daily utilities and the quick add. App Factory refers to the App Factory here, which includes the application builder and workflows. Admin refers to My Company, System Administration, Data Management, and Business Architecture. HRM refers to the package People Management. BPM refers to Process Orchestration. Accounting refers to Accounting and Finance. PM is Project Management, and CRM is Customer Relations. Apart from activating or deactivating one per one the packages for each user, you could also create roles to apply for multiple users. So for instance, you can create, let's say, the hiring manager role and go into more details for each submenu and specify exactly which parts and which units you would like to be active or inactive for each role. Comidor provides all supportive units for a successful business administration. One of the first steps to complete is depict your organizational structure in the organizational chart. You can access organizational chart from the main menu by typing Organizational Chart or by going under My Company, Business Architecture, Organizational Chart. On the left side, you're able to view the list of all the users, and here you can see all the departments and their hierarchy. You can easily create new groups by clicking on this option here, Create Group, defining the name, the code, and the type of your group. You can drag and drop any group under any other group that you like in order to make your relations, and you can click on a particular user to view, highlighted in green, the groups that this user belongs to. As system administrator, you are able to click on a particular user and drag and drop him to the group that you would like to be added. On the other hand, you're able to click on a particular group and check which users belong to this group. There are simple members, like those that you see here, and there are also leaders. You can easily make a user as leader by clicking on the star icon. You can also remove a user from a specific group by clicking on the X button. This step is really important because through the organizational chart we can determine how the information will flow within our organization. We can determine all the process and task assignments. For instance, in the workflows, you can specify that a task should be assigned only to members of a group, to the whole group, or only to leaders of this group. You can also search in users or search in groups. Let's now navigate through the general Comidor screen. In Comidor User Interface, there are standard graphical elements that remain on the screen regardless of the current or active units. These elements are the below. The menu that can be either toggled or minimized. The Help section. The ability to toggle full screen. The general search, notification bar, user settings. Let's view them one by one. First of all, the user can hover the mouse over the minimized menu to navigate and open any application they want. Alternatively, they can toggle the menu so it will be more visible on the left side of their screen. Of course, regarding the access rights that each user or role has, they will be able to view more or less options in the menu. You can open any unit either by opening the submenu, such as Unit Calendar, or you can type it and the system will populate the respective results. Once you open a unit, you will be able to find it under Opened Apps, so you can navigate from one to the other opened application easily from here. Furthermore, you can have the favorite apps list that includes applications that you most frequently use. For instance, if I like again to mark as favorite, let's say Unit Calendar, I can hover my mouse over Calendar in this star icon, and if I click on it, it will be added to my favorites. On the other way, I can click the minus button in order to remove an application from the favorite apps list. Apart from the quick access, we can find daily utilities, which include applications that are most frequently used for daily activities, such as calendar, contacts, events, files, mailbox, notes, notification, tasks, etc. The other submenu is the quick add. The quick add is actually a shortcut for initiating and creating several records. For instance, you can click on the quick add task to quickly create a task. In every option that you will click from here, a pop-up window will appear on the right side of your screen with some mandatory fields to type. Apart from the default options, like the ones that I mentioned before, depending on the applications, the custom applications that you will create from App Builder, you will also find some custom quick add forms. For instance, here I can see a custom form that was created with low code. Moving on, we have the available applications, depending again on the access rights and the packages that we explained before. First of all, the App Factory includes the application builder with the low-code environment where we can create our own applications. It creates some other parameter. It includes some other parameters regarding the application integration, and also process automation related apps such as RPA agents, sentiment analysis models, workflows, workflow policies, and so on. Under packages, we can find all the packages that are available, the out-of-the-box functionality that we mentioned in the beginning, such as for process orchestration, people management, that includes the absence management, job applications, personnel, substitutes, surveys, and so on. The customer relations, that includes the ability to create and manage your accounts, leads, contracts, opportunities, tickets. Furthermore, we have the project management package that includes the ability to create and monitor your projects, budgets, asset management, expenses, work packages, risks, and so on. And finally, the accounting and finance that includes income, expenses, budgeting income, and budgeting expenses. Respective reports are also available under reports and analytics depending on the package that you see. So if you have activated the PM package, you see, of course, the respective units in under packages, but also the respective project management reports. Finally, there are the My Company submenu. There is the My Company submenu that is accessible only to system administrators and to the people that see the admin package, which is the ability to create users, robot users, define application rights, the data management, and the business architecture. Finally, under custom apps, we can see all the applications that were created with low code. Now, at any time, you can click on, if you are on any other unit, you can click on the logo icon that will redirect you to home unit. On top of your screen, you're able to see the help menu that it has useful information and links that will redirect you to our help center. For instance, you can check the create an app, which will redirect you to the app builder page in our help center in our website, where you can see a guide step by step on how to create applications. Furthermore, we have some useful videos that you can find useful for your training process. You can click on the search icon in order to perform a generic search. So for instance, if I type a keyword here, let's say the word training, and click enter, it will populate our the results in this pop-up window. It will group the results in tables. So for instance, here we can see that we found 4 training results in documents table, 1 in messages, 40 in processes, and so on. Of course, you can click on a specific record to be redirected and see it in full view. Now let's see the notification bar. The notification bar keeps the user updated with what is happening in the organization and is related to their work. The first notification icon is the system notifications that is actually being sent automatically by the system. There are two types of notifications displayed here. First of all, we have the bell icon that is related to systemic notifications that are triggered automatically by the system. But also we have some other notifications that are triggered by user, which are the actual comments. So by clicking on a specific notification, you will be redirected to the respective record. In each record, there's a comment section where the users can write their comment. So I can type my comment here, and if I would like to submit it, I just click the button comment, and my comment will be saved and visible to anyone that has access to this record. Anyone that has access to this record will also receive a respective notification like this one. You can dismiss a notification one by one, or you can dismiss them all at once. A confirmation pop-up will appear here. The second notification icon is showing the incoming messages, internal messages, or incoming emails that your user has received. They are grouped per today and past. Keep in mind that you can configure in your Comidor user one or multiple email accounts and send external messages to your customers or vendors or any other email account that you would like. If you do not want to configure your email, you can just send internal messages with other users. The next icon is the mini calendar that is showing to your user the pending tasks that have been assigned to you or to a group that you belong to based on the organizational chart. They are grouped per today, overdue, and upcoming. Today are the tasks that have been scheduled to start today. Overdue are the pending tasks that have been scheduled to start from yesterday and before, and the upcoming if you have scheduled tasks in the future. By clicking on a particular task, you will be redirected to the respective task. If you complete a task, this task will be removed from the pending tasks that you have here. Finally, the last icon is showing the approved absences from your colleagues, and you can see here also the period. Again, they are grouped per today and upcoming. Finally, by clicking on the user icon, you can find your profile, where here you can apply some changes regarding your user by clicking on the pencil button. You can change your password, you can configure one or multiple emails, you can check your absences, the roles that you were involved, skills, your schedule, your background, your UI parameters, and your substitutes. You can also check the user settings and apply some changes that are related to the application settings, such as the language, the number of rows per table, and so on. You can configure your digital and email signature from here, and the system administrators can also specify the restricted, confidential, and secret template. Comidor tasks offer a reliable and transparent approach to task management. It manages personal tasks, team tasks, assigned tasks, and tasks assigned to other users. All Comidor tasks can be managed, and even if they had been created using another Comidor unit, Quick Adds or Calendar. In this unit, you can check all the tasks that have been assigned to you, either they are completed or scheduled. You can use the search functionality to find a specific task, the filters on the left side, and the categorization. By clicking on a specific task, you can see it in a full view. You can get information about the scheduling part, its status, click on the pencil button and apply changes. You can easily create a new task either by clicking on the plus button, where you will be redirected to the creation form and you need to input several data. For another quicker way is to go through the quick add menu and choose the option task. Here you should specify the title. Let's say do training task. You should define the assignees to which user you would like to assign this task. You can choose from the list of the users. You can even type to find a specific user. You can also assign a task to leaders of a specific group, to roles, or to a whole group. If you select a group or leaders or roles, anyone that applies to these settings will receive a task in their calendar. It takes only one of them to complete the task in order for the task to be completed and to be removed from their calendar. You can choose the group that is going to be the supervisor. You can choose the type of the task, define the scheduling part, when you would like this task to start. Let's say tomorrow. You can also choose the date and the duration. You can link it with a process or an account and define the description. By clicking save, a new task is being created. You can see the notification on your browser here, and also the notification on your calendar. Since this task is assigned to my user and scheduled to start tomorrow, I can find it under upcoming in my mini calendar. I can click on the task to open it in full view the information that I entered before. I can click on the pencil button to apply any changes that I like, save or cancel. I can apply some actions in the actions button, such as refresh, delete, copy, link with other entities. I can add comments, but since I am the only one that has access to this record, I will only be the one to view this comment. And I can also change the state of the task. Once I click the complete button, I can see the execution info, and I can include the actual date that this task started and ended. I can also include the actual duration that I like and click save. Now the state of this task has been changed to completed. And if I go here to my mini calendar, I can see that this task is no longer be visible. I can also include attachments in a task if I like. I cannot delete a completed task. Other actions that I can apply refer to the summary table of the tasks. For instance, I can multi-select one or more, or I can multi-select them all. And I can apply the following changes. I can reassign, change the state, change process, copy, delete, or link all of them at once. Apart from the mini calendar and the unit tasks, I can also monitor my tasks through the unit calendar. This is the bigger calendar that I can see in a monthly, weekly, or daily grid the tasks that I have access. You can switch the filter to view all tasks or pending tasks. And also you can change based on the access rights, based on the assignments, if it is assigned only to you or to a group that you belong. If you have made a task and assign it to another, and you can also view the images of those users, and you can choose the option all, so you will view all of them at once. You can also click on a specific day to create a task on the specific date and time. For you can see different colors depending on the state of the tasks. For instance, those that are green are completed, the ones that are scheduled are displayed in orange, the ones that are running in blue. You can navigate through various months with those buttons. Let me create one random task. You can see the color here, and also by clicking on a pending task, you can change the state. You can open it in full view, cancel or delete this task. The default screen in Comidor is the Home dashboard. The Home dashboard offers exactly what you need to see in one single panel. You can have all your applications, reports, quick add shortcuts for initiating applications, logos, and many more. It's fully customizable. You can easily switch from view to edit mode and insert any kind of tile that you like. Let's create a new tab and see how we can include the various types of tiles. You just drag and drop, for instance, the application tile, and in the pop-up that will appear, you can define the title. Let's say I would like to have tasks. Enter all your tasks. So you type the title and a description. You can choose a background color that you like. Let's pick one, and the font color. And finally, define which application you would like to enter by clicking this tile. In this case, I will type unit tasks. You can choose either from the out-of-the-box Comidor apps or the custom application that you have built. In this case, I'm choosing a core unit, which is called tasks. By clicking Save Changes, a new tile is being stored. I can resize it, move it, and place it wherever I want. I can copy it, edit, or delete an existing tile. If I switch from Edit to View, by clicking on this tile, I will be redirected to the respective application. Click on the logo, so you will be redirected again to Home Dashboard. Let's switch to Edit mode and see what other information and tiles we can include. I can include a graph. Let's choose one random. Again, you can resize it, place it wherever you want. The third tile is the quick add. Here it is similar with the first one. You can choose, you can type the title, start and up. If you like, you can also include a description. Again, you can specify the background color, the font color, and you can either have a template or you can have a quick add form for an application. So if I choose, for instance, here the HR onboarding application, the only form that is of type quick add is the employee onboarding, and click Save. So now, if I switch to view mode and click on this tile, it will open the quick add form, the respective quick add form on the right side of my screen, and I can initiate a new record. Other options that are available are the media, where you can include your image URLs, link to application, or link to a YouTube video or to any other video. You can have simple text labels and also simple text, and also labels that again can be linked to an external URL. Finally, as we already seen, you can group the tiles into tabs, so you can create multiple tabs. For instance, here I have a grouped tab tiles that are showing information regarding the finance department. Here I have the HR department and so on. And finally, you can copy a home dashboard from one user to another. This is a feature that is available only to system administrators. So we can go back to Unity users and choose one or multiple users and choose the option set dashboard. So by selecting two or more users from here and selecting one particular user here, for instance my user, I will copy my users home dashboard to the rest.